Hi, good afternoon, everyone. So, I am starting a bit late today. I was supposed to start at 4, but I had some things to do. So, today we're going to look at 2017 and hopefully we get to 2016. Not like last day when the internet dropped and I had so many issues. So, today we're going to look at 2017. I'm going to give you all a few minutes to hop on. Yesterday we looked at 2019 and we also did 2018 before. So if you are not familiar with 2019 and 2018 review and answers, you all should look for it in the YouTube channel, on the YouTube channel. Also on the Discord channel, there are all of the past papers, the paper ones that you would need for the exam. So you can get it there. And on Discord, I will post the link in the chat again so that you all can get it from the chat. So I'm going to send them in the chat and then we can start on Discord. And I'm going to post the answers as well to the 2019 and 2018 on Discord so that you all can have those answers. So let me know, right? So if you're here and you can hear me and see me fine, let me know. Let's get started. I'm ready to go. The longer we take longer is least amount of questions we'll be able to do. So the sooner we start, then we'll be able to do more. The sooner we start, we'll be able to do more past papers in the time. So let's get ready to go. Right? The answer sheets for 2019 and 2018 is also in Discord along with the question paper. So let's go. Right? So I'm gonna start and whoever is there would just answer. So 2017, number one. In what in which direction should an airplane fly on leaving Mari Galante to go to Saba? So you have a map of the Caribbean. So you are looking for Mari Galante, right? And then you are going in the direction to Saba. So Saba is what direction from Mariglante? That is what they're really asking you. So what direction is that? So number one is D. So number one is moving in a northwesterly direction, right? So number one is D, a northwesterly direction. I'm going to also put the answers to the question in the chat. So number one is D, northwesterly direction. Number two, if you're there, the great bearing of Saint Eustatius from Marigalante is. So again, yesterday I was telling you when you are looking at grid referencing, right? Also, sorry, grid bearing, also referred to as angular bearing. You do it the same way that you do the 16-point compass. So you would place your north arrow on Marie Galante, and then you find St. Eustatius, and of course, again, you find that entire angle. So just from what we know that that angle is already more than 180. So the angle that you find when you look from the left and you read from 0 going up, you're going to add that angle to 180 to get your answer. So what is number 2? So number 2 is approximately 315 degrees, which is also D. So number 2 is also D. If you are there, please answer. This revision is for you. So it will help you to practice because the answers may come slightly different, although there may be some repeats. What is the location of the island labeled 2? So this is referring to longitude and latitude. So the island labeled 2 is which island? That is St. Vincent, not St. Vincent, St. Lucia. Grenada, St. Vincent, St. Lucia. So that is St. Lucia. And looking at St. Lucia, what is the latitude and longitude? So remember, you have to remember whether it's north, right, or east, etc., or west, right? So look at the island labeled 2. Hi, Orlando. Good afternoon. Nice to see you here. So we're on number 3, and we're trying to find what is the location of the island labeled 2. So it is a latitude and longitude question. So I'm saying that you should look at the actual lines of longitude and latitude there, and you see that it is what longitude. So you see in 62, and is that in the east or in the west, right? And then of course, um, you look at where 2 falls under in terms of latitude. So which one is that? And from your knowledge, the Caribbean is in which hemisphere? That is something important for you all to know. Right? Which hemisphere we are in. The hemispheres that we are located in will give you whether it's north or south, whether it's west or east. So look at it again, and you should be able to see. So number 3. Orlando, you have an answer for number 3. So that is approximately what? 61, and then 14 degrees longitude. So that is the actual location is 61 north, 14 degrees west. So that answer is 14 north, sorry, and 61 degrees west, which is B. So number 3 is B. Very good, Orlando. Very good. Number 3 is B. Number 4. The name of the island label 1 is what? And I was just calling out some of the islands. So 1 is, so Martinique, between Martinique and Guadeloupe. Do you remember which island is between Martinique and Guadeloupe? Good. It's Dominica. Very good. It's Dominica. Dominica, which is C, right? So number 4 is C, which is Dominica. Good. So I'm writing the correct answers for confirmation for you all in the chat, right? Let us look at C, five, sorry, number five asks you, what is St. Martin is located on the line of latitude that is approximately how much? So looking at St. Martin, do you know which island is St. Martin? Right, it's labeled. So which line is that on? Latitude. Number five is A. Very good. That is A. Very good. So that is 18 degrees north, right? So all you do, you look at the latitude line there, and it makes it very easy, right? Moving on to the other question. Number six, the straight line distance in kilometers between Sabre and Mariglante is approximately. So you have an actual scale at the bottom, and you are connecting Sabre to Mariglante, and then you draw a line. When you measure it, then you place it on that line key at the bottom that is measured in 080 160 kilometers, and you will be able to find what it is. So number six is how much? I know this is digital, so it may be a little bit different for you. So number six is what? Number six, anyone? Anybody able to find number six? It's B. Very good, Orlando. Number six is B. Very good. Number seven, let's look at seven. So, seven, the question for number seven refers to which of the following groups do the islands 2, 3, and 4 belong? So, remember, this was actually in on your broad topics, the Caribbean. So I feel like these type of questions could also come for the paper one. So 2, 3, and 4, which grouping of islands that belong to those countries? Which grouping of islands those countries belong to? It's the, do you all know? Number seven is, what is number seven, y'all? Very good. The Windward Islands. Very good. Very good, Orlando. Is it Orlando alone on the live today? Because Orlando is the only one answering. Where is everybody? You should be going through these papers, because your exam is in T minus 2 days or 1 day, right? Number eight. Let's go. Number eight. And we should move a little bit faster so that we can get through more past papers in the time. The islands labeled V is closest to which of the following region? So looking on your map, and I think these questions will come, right? More of these questions will come in terms of the Caribbean because that was on the broad topic. So it's quite possible. So that V is Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago is closest to which continent? Eight. Number eight. Very good, Jabari. Nice, Jabari. Say eight is B, South America. So we know that Jabari and Orlando is here. I don't know where's everyone else, but let's go. Number nine. we got I think this question we got yesterday. So what direction is this? We got this answer already. 9 is, do you all remember? 9 is, how do you tell the direction? You look for the lowest contour because, of course, rivers flow from a high point to a low point, from the highland region, which is the mountain, to the sea, which would, or the coast, which would be lowland. So we know that that direction is from the south west to the north east, and number 9 is D. Right? Number 9 is D. Do you all remember that? That number 9 is D. Number 10. So I'm seeing a lot of y'all there. Y'all can answer number 10. East, number 10. And I believe this question we also got yesterday. Which of the following phrases refers to eastings? And yesterday I was telling you all about this particular question. So eastings, how do you differentiate eastings from northings? So number 10 is B. Very good. So it's a vertical line and they increase towards the east, right? Our horizontal line that increase towards the north, those are northings. But eastings are called easting because they increase in value towards the east, but they are the vertical lines. And people tend to mix them up a lot. 11 now. The feature label X at 25.7, 41.2 X is what? So it's showing you, it's pointing to you, there's a river that is flowing, right? What is number 11? So looking at the diagram, can you see clearly what it is? So you have two rivers that are joining there, right? And that is referred to as a confluence. Very good, Orlando. Right? Number 11 is A, confluence. Number 12, the general direction of flow of the Black River is, so Black River, what is the general flow of Black River? What direction would you say Black River is flowing to? So look for the highland area again. Look for the highland area and then determine the direction of Black River. Use the most. So number 12 is look for the highland south southwest. Very, very good, Orlando. South southwest. Good. The rest of you all need to answer. You all are answering very slowly. You all have Orlando beating you all to it. Orlando is quick. Which country had the highest percentage decline in people employed in agriculture? So look at the agriculture. One is lighter and one is darker, right? One has the cross lines on it, diagonal lines on the bars. So 2000 and 1950, which had the highest percentage decline in people employed in agriculture. So look at 1950 and 2000. Which country would you say have the highest decline? 13 is, hi Jassy, good afternoon. Number 13. So we're looking at the percentage decline. Which country has the highest percentage decline in people employed in agriculture? So 13 is, very good, Lydia. D. That's good. That is Dominican Republic. Number 14. I need you all to type your answers quickly so that in the exam you can do it quick, right? Number 14. No, it's not A. Who's right? She 14. Let's look at 14. So 14, I believe this question, um, we got this question yesterday. Longitude and time. And remember, I was discussing for every 15 degree, right? 15-degree longitude, right? It is 1 hour. Therefore, longitude and time, if you were to find for 1 degree, then we know that 1 degree would be 60 divided by 15, which gives you 4. So the answer is C. Very good for all of those that know. Jassy, that's okay. That's okay. Yes, I heard you all have admats tomorrow. Dre was telling me that as well. So all the best tomorrow in admats. The answers should be up, and also in the I will post the answers after to the Discord channel so that you all can go through it on your own time as well. Right? But I like to go through the questions and not just give you all the answers, but the explanation. So if you get a question like that, it is easy for you to also interpret it if you understand it. The fact explaining the difference between weather and climate, and we got this question yesterday. What is the main difference between weather and climate? Right? So we remember I was saying that weather is short term, very good, Lydia. So it's A. Weather is short term, whereas climate is long term, usually over a 30-year period. Weather is the day-to-day conditions, right? Minutes, seconds, hours of how weather changes, whereas climate is the average characteristics or conditions over a period of time, usually a 30-year period. Number 16. So let's see if we can go faster. A traveler. So we got this question yesterday as well. Which particular ecosystem would you say? Very good, Jabari and Orlando. So 16 in terms of characteristics of that ecosystem or that biome. What biome is that? So Hunter, we did that is B, equatorial. Very good. Very good. B, which is equatorial. So we know the equatorial rainforest is called equatorial because it experiences that high rainfall, humid climates, right? 17. Which type of weather system is being described? So it tells you the temperature drops and wind speed increases. The sky gradually becomes overcast and there is a drizzle. So this is sort of a tricky question. What type of system would you say, weather system, causes a drop or a change in the temperature? A drastic one, a sudden drop in temperature. Very good. A, the cold front, right? The cold fronts where we have the wind blowing in from North America coming down into the Caribbean, that causes a drastic change in the temperature. Very good, you all. Very good. 18. So this here, M, is what type of feature? So we seeing that this particular diagram would be considered a floodplain, but they actually ask you to label M. M is what type of feature? Anybody have an idea what is M? M is what type of feature? Look at it. What does that look like? No, it's not. It's not a levee. Levees are the embankments, right? When the banks of the river itself are raised. But look at M. M looks like there's more than one incision. It's called an alluvium terrace. You all ever heard of that before? Alluvium terrace. Alluvial terrace, right? So these are former floodplains and they look like steps. So that is what you see. So they are step-like features. So that is B, right? So it's not very good, Orlando and Lydia, right? So it's not levees. 19. Which of the following features form in the area marked N? So now N, now N, what feature is formed by N? Looking at the diagram, it is a floodplain, right? So we see the river running through that area, and it's flat on either side of the river. We refer to that area as the flood plain. So 19 is C, flood plain. Very good, Jabari, Lydia, Orlando. 20, the rest of y'all are not replying. Why are you all not answering? 20, the features found at T on the top of the map are, so we did this one last day as well. And that 20 is, and I give the explanation already. What can you see? 20 is what type of a bay and a beach. So you're seeing the deposition, which would be the beach, and then you see the indentation, which is the bay. 21, we also did this yesterday. 21 is, this is also a repeat answer. Yes, so 20 was A, 21, now 21, you have to look, no, Issa, 21 is C. Why 21 is not D? Anybody knows why it's not D and why it's C? So if you look at the contours, right, you would see that the contour indicate that there's steepness to one side. And of course, as you go from the bottom, it is gentle or gently sloping, but as you go higher, the terrain becomes steep and it gives you this dip slope. So I'm not too sure if you all would have done dip slopes in your relief features, and that shows that the actual backside of the features, the contours are further apart. So C would be the best answer for that, right? Because the back slope is gently sloping. You all got that? All right, Asa, good. 22. 22. What is number 22? It can't be the, right, because there's nothing that shows you there is actual tooth, a depression in between, like a col. You know, this is like a col on saddles, but you're not seeing that for the. So 22, the line labeled X, right, represents what? So you have a system there. You have isobars, right? I think I just gave out the answer. So it is isobars. Isobars is the answer for number 23, but the actual feature or system label X is what? No, it's not B. It's a trough, right? It's a trough. So it's A, right? 22 is a trough. So you would see where you have this little deep sort of curve, right? So you know when you do the parts of a wave, how you have the crest and the trough, it's the same thing in terms of the isobars. So 22A is a trough, and the Y line represents the isobar, which is 23 is also A. 22 and 23 is A, right? Do you all understand why? 22 is not B or C. Do you all understand why 22 is not B or C? 24. The station model behind the line X shows the wind blowing from. So we know that one long line is how much knots, and one short line represents how much. So one long line is 10, and then one short line is 5. So what is the answer to 24? 10 plus 5. So you have to add it. Very good, which is 15. So 24 is B, right? And the direction. So you have to look at the direction and the amount of knots. Good. So it's in a southeast direction at 15 knots. 25 now. The rainfall depicted at the station behind the line X can be best described as what? So you have a little feature. See that there's a weather station. What is that symbol? It's the dots, right? It's representing the rainfall. There is represented by the number of dots. So the more dots is the greater the intensity of the rainfall. So it is C. Very good. So 25 is C. Very good, Orlando, Lydia. Very good. Where are the rest of you all? You all are not answering. Number 26. Let's go. Let's see if we can move faster. Number 26. The cloud cover shown on the station model behind the X line can be described. So you have the fully shaded circle, and that is cloud cover. That is how much when it's fully shaded like that. It means that it is overcast, right? So that means it is showing low and totally overcast. Is it that? Is it D? Right? Low level clouds and totally overcast. It is D. Very good. Very good, Orlando. Very good. 27. Come on, y'all. When magma emerges on the surface, it may lead to the formation of what? So we know we have intrusive features, which is when the magma hardens within the volcano, or when magma reaches on the outside of the volcano, it cools and hardens to form extrusive features. So by process of elimination, you all should know that 27 is D. Very good. Lava flows. Lava flows. Excellent, Lydia and Orlando. 28, let's go quickly. 28. Another weather question. Which of the following weather system does not affect the Caribbean during summer, right, in the northern hemisphere. And based on all that you have there, you should know which one happened. So 28 is, that is obvious. 28 is good. Cold fronts. Cold fronts. Cold fronts happen during winter in the northern hemisphere. So that is December, right? 29, let's go. As one climbs a mountain, the surrounding air, the higher you go, what happens with the surrounding air? What happens with the temperature? The temperature decreases. 29A. Excellent, Lydia. Let's go, y'all. Let's move faster. 30. How does vegetation contribute to the development of soil? So we did this one yesterday as well. So you should know that 30 is no, it's not B. It's not no. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, it's B. Sorry. 30 is B. 30 is B. It decomposes to form humus. Theta is B. Very good. My error. 31. Let's go. 31. The slow downhill movement under the influence of gravity is what? 31 is. We got this one yesterday as well. Good. 32 now. Which of the following statements is true? Look at the shaded region. I believe we got this one before as well yesterday. 32 is, look at the population density, look at the lines. 32 is, it's D. Jabari, it is D, right? 32 is D. Very good. D. The population decreases outward from A, area 1, right? So look at that. You can see that. So it is D. 32 is D. 33. Which of the following areas has the smallest population? So look at the areas by size, and you should be able to tell. 33. It is C. 33 is C. Very good. And that population is, if you look at it there, right? 0 to 99 persons per kilometers. Very good. 34. Looking at this graph, which of the following periods was population growth constant? Which period? Very good. Very good. A. Very good. 34 is A. 35 now. 35. What was the approximate size of the population in the year 2000? So look at where 2000 is. Draw your line and draw it across to see what that represents. That is approximately how much? Uh-uh. 35. Why you are saying C? No, it's more than 25, guys. Look at 2000. It's D. It's all closest to 3000. So 35 is 3000, right? Look at where 2000 line is and then draw it across. It's closest to 3000. 36. 36. Which of the following describe exfoliation? It's right on the tree, but it's closest to tree as opposed to 2.5. 2.5 would have been halfway, right? So yes, it's not as I it's really closer to, in terms of approximation. If we're going by approximation or rounding off, we would have to go with 3,000 and not 2.5. Everybody understand that, right? It's more than 2005 by far. Exfoliation is A, the peeling off of the layers, right? And that is a physical weathering process as well. 37, what does X represents? Upper 2. No, 37, percolation. I don't know which one you're looking at, but A is percolation, right? Percolation. Why you're saying C, Lydia? The downward movement, right? The first downward movement is infiltration. But when water could go further downwards, right, because of porous or permeable rocks that allow water to move further downwards to reach that water table, we call that percolation. Everybody get that? 38 now. That's okay, Orlando. 38. Let's look at 38. The diagram shows a mountain with tributaries leading to a river which flows into the sea. And got this question. So that dashed line around the drainage basin represents what? So it separates one drainage basin from a next. That is called what? 38. Do you all remember? 38 is dash line that separates one drainage basin from the other. Good. It's the watershed. So when you see that dash outline, it's the watershed. Very good. 39. Rapid urbanization in Caribbean countries usually results in what? So a negative impact of urbanization. So we did this already. So this question is A, very good, shortage of housing. Housing shortages. 40, deposition by a river usually occurs where? Occurs when what happens? Volume increases, gradient increases, velocity decreases, channel roughness. So deposition is the last process, right? It is when the river is in the lower course. So what happens is that the velocity decreases, very good, which is C, in the lower course. Excellent. 41. 41. The rest of you all, I need you all to answer as well. Which of the following features is an example of intrusive volcanicity? So we just did extrusive. So which one would you say is an example of intrusive? So by process of elimination, A, sills, dikes, lacolites, batholiths, all of those are intrusive. So 41 is A. 42, we got this question already. X is what? What feature is X? I told you all yesterday that X is a spit, right? It is a spit, and therefore spits are formed. It's a coastal feature formed by deposition and longshore drift, which would be 1 and 3, which is B. 42 is B. Very good. Very good, Orlando, Jabari, and Lydia. 43 now. I'm not too sure why the others are not responding. 43. But good for you all who are responding. Which of the following is mainly responsible for high temperatures in the Caribbean? What is